better vocabulary. Integrates Doodles in vocabulary learning. Brought to you by Wan Kah Yie, Yan Lin, and Alexandra Ooi Ze Xu. Do you know that 4 in 10 children globally cannot read by the end of primary school? This concerning issue can be traced back to the ineffective reading programs and the absence of fun mechanism during the learning process. This does not foster long-term reading habits in students. Thus, students are unable to associate words with their respective objects due to a lack of vocabulary. Therefore, the learning materials Voodary is here to examine its effectiveness of integrating Doodles in English vocabulary on Year 2 pupils' vocabulary recognition. Also, it is aimed to discover the teacher's perceptions on implementing Voodary on Year 2 pupils' vocabulary retention. The study focused on how Voodary can be added value to the teaching and learning of vocabulary retention in English for Year 2 pupils. The integration of visual spatial skills in accordance with Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences and cognitivism theory are all discussed. Moreover, Voodary is able to prompt the achievement of the minimum reading proficiency proposed in the Malaysian Education Blueprint. It is envisaged that Voodary can be a guide in creating a visual learning feature. This study is a product and tool research under DDR. This research focuses on the tool used, which is Voodary. The entire research is carried out in reference to EDDI model. It first started by referring and analyzing students' past SPA results and collecting teachers' comments. Voodary is then designed and developed under the guidance and validation of a dedicated school improvement specialist coach and an experienced head of panel. Voodary is implemented in 2 different primary schools, in the urban area of Penang Island and the suburban area of Pahang. Moving on to the evaluation phase, pre- and post-formative evaluation and teachers' interviews are all carried out, which leads to the research results, findings, conclusion, and recommendation for future research. To support our innovation, picture word inductive model is applied, where learners' English literacy is able to be improved with the aid of pictures. It makes Voodary suitable for beginners or learners with low proficiency. Most importantly, it creates a highly flexible, comprehensive, fun and productive learning environment. To cope with challenges like visual decoding and mental lexicon in word recognition, Voodary as the visual aid is able to realize vocabulary achievements. For instance, the increase in vocabulary retention and vocabulary recall, as well as providing a dynamic and lively classroom environment. So, what is Voodary? Just like the words literally, it is the combination of vocabulary and doodles. That's when you get Voodary. For Voodary, we emphasize on Year 2 vocabulary by the verb category. Here are some examples. Firstly, we focus on writing the verbs in bold. Only then, we add the suitable doodles accordingly to blend in with the words. Here are the reasons why Voodary is vital for the users and society. With just a pencil and imagination, it is easy to do and convenient to use. It is practical in the sense that it can be used anywhere, anytime. Voodary helps students to gain more than what is paid, where the materials used are of low cost and what they earn at the end is of immeasurable worth. Lastly, it provides opportunities for students to learn, think, and create at the same time. Here are some feedbacks by our users.
My school kids are mostly of poor proficiency and surprisingly Voodary has brought a great impact on them. Not only the little bit they were able to recognize simple verbs and do the actions to show their understanding. Young kids are mostly visual spatial learners and Voodary makes good use of their intelligence to improve the learning process.
Found this innovation a very engaging method. I believe that this will help the student in lower primary, especially the low proficiency student, to be able to recognize, spell and read the simple verb and the meaning based on my experience. Much to my surprise, the student can draw very well.
The Voodary innovation will definitely help the low proficiency students who are unable to follow the normal lesson. This is for students to help them to visualize and recognize the words for the actions that they see. As for me, I feel that this is a good way to help the weak students to recognize the words by looking at the pictures. It is one of the techniques used in the differentiated learning because there are more than 2 or 3 levels in each class.
That's all about Voodary. Thank you!